Manchester United 3, Reading 1 in the 4th round of the FA Cup. A strong lineup for Manchester United sees us beat Paul Ince's Reading comfortably in the end. Now, the only change to the starting lineup from the previous game was Mbengue coming in at centre half. Now, didn't really make too much of a difference there because the first half was so shit, it was unbelievable. Reading basically camped themselves in their own half, didn't really want to play football at all, and were just hell-bent on containing Manchester United. And it was hard for Manchester United breaking this team down. Holmes at the back was decent for them, blocking a few attempts. Manchester United just couldn't break them down. We did get that goal from Rashford, but it was offside. But besides that, we just could not break this team down. We've had shots, I mean, Eriksen's had a couple of shots and they're blocked, and we've squandered some with Bruno Fernandes, and we just couldn't break the deadlock at all. And it was a bit frustrating because you knew if we'd got an early goal in this game, it probably would have been so comfortable, to be honest, because they just didn't come here to play at all. They were happy to try and keep it in 0-0 and potentially nick it 1-0 or take us back to their ground for the replay and hope to win it there. But Manchester United have managed to get our noses in front fairly early in the second half through Casemiro, a nice ball from Anthony. Now Anthony has again been very wasteful in a lot of his play again today, but it was a better performance from Anthony. But this is against Reading, so he's got to do this. He's got to do them through balls against better opposition in the Premier League. We paid a lot of money for Anthony, and he's got to up his game. That's his first assist for Manchester United, and we need to see some more end products. We really do. So many times he gets down the byline, he does a trick or two, then comes back, does another tries to do another trick or two, put the fucking ball in the box. It was quite wasteful still, but that is Anthony. We're going to have to rely on that at the moment and hope that he does improve his end product, because that's what it's all about for a winger, getting more end product. He did assist that first goal. Casemiro then got a second moments later after Eriksen went off the pitch. It was a nice goal from Casemiro for the second goal as well. And we don't really associate Casemiro with scoring goals, but it is only Reading, so you should expect the quality of Casemiro to finish chances when given one, like when he went through for the first one. The second one was a nice hit though from Casemiro, so he's got himself a couple of goals this evening. Then Andy Carroll got himself a second yellow card. So Manchester United were pretty comfortable. We've rotated the team in that second half, which I think has stopped Manchester United from getting more goals, if I'm being honest. I think if that red card had come a bit earlier, we may have got more goals, but the level of players that Manchester United brought on are nowhere near the level that we had on the pitch. I mean, we don't have the squad depth, and so he had to make changes, and they've got a goal back after Fred scored one. Fred did score a goal in this to make it 3-0, and they've got one back to make it 3-1, but that is partly because Manchester United brought the likes of Pellistri, Garnacho, Kobe Mainu and Alanga on. Now, none of them players are at the level of the players that were on the pitch. We know that they're not good enough to be starting games at this moment in time, in my opinion, for Manchester United, but apart from maybe Garnacho on his day has been able to show flashes of brilliance, but none of them players are good enough at this moment in time to consistently be playing for Manchester United, which is a bit of a concern for Manchester United with the options that we have on the bench. They are the next options to bring off the bench. It would have been nice to have seen Sancho on the bench, because I don't know if Manchester United get one or two injuries, if Rashford gets an injury, if Anthony gets an injury, the likes of Garnacho and Alanga and Pellistri are going to have to start playing. And I personally don't think Pellistri and Alanga will be at Manchester United much longer. I don't think them two players are at the level required to play for Manchester United. Garnacho and Kobe Mainu maybe will have futures at Manchester United long term. I don't know, but the other two I just don't see having long term futures at the club. But it is what it is at this moment in time. Manchester United don't have that squad depth on the bench, but I'm pleased that Ten Hag's gone strong tonight and got the job done this evening. We've gone through to the next round of the FA Cup. Hopefully we get a home draw again against an opposition in the Championship or below. That would be nice to get another Championship opposition. I think it would. Hopefully he rotates against Nottingham Forest a bit more in the game in midweek, but we did see the levels. I personally think, considering they had 10 men after we went 2-0 up, the levels didn't continue, and if the same 11 had stayed on the pitch, which obviously we didn't want to, because the game at 2-0 and 3-0 was definitely over, but the levels definitely dropped down, and it is a concern because you've got no replacement for Rashford, you've got no replacement for Anthony, you've got no replacement for Weghorst up front at this moment in time, which is a concern. And Weghorst and Anthony haven't exactly been smashing it for Manchester United. Yet with no Sancho and no Martial, we've got literally no other options but to play them, which is a massive concern. So I think them players, probably the likes of Rashford, probably Weghorst, Casemiro, Eriksen, probably need to come out of the team for that game against Nottingham Forest and be substitutes, because if they get injured, Manchester United are going to be in a bit of bother going into the games against Barcelona and beyond. It will be a very, very difficult Manchester United. Casemiro for me has to be man of the match, got 2 goals this evening, but the main thing of this round was to get through the tie anyway, so we've got through the tie. Hopefully rotation happens this week, but it is what it is at this moment in time. Manchester United have basically got, if Manchester United want to be sure of putting on a performance, making sure they get through games, we've got to put our best 11 out. That is what the key to this is at this moment in time. We haven't got the strength and depth, but that will hopefully come with time over the next couple of years. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in that comment section below. Smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, share the video if you're watching on Facebook, and I'll talk to you all again soon. See ya.